Welcome to Shower Party episode 39.
39, woo.
I'm Liam Salvage.
I'm Brandon.
Let's get into some good podcasting now. Let's have a fun, good old time.
Let's have a good little potty here, buddy. A little potty. I saw some like Australian podcast clip where the guy who called it a potty. He's like, I love some good potty time with you guys.
See, I didn't mind it until you said he was Australian.
Well, yeah.
Now I don't like it.
That's fair. It makes sense for us, though, like calling it a potty.
Yeah, because it's shower in the bathroom.
Mm-hmm.
Live from the bathroom.
Live
Shower
from
Party.
the bathroom, and there's also the toilet in there.
See, I just don't like, I don't know what it is, but I just don't, I don't know if it's their accent or their general demeanor, or I don't like Australians.
You know, the part that like I dislike about them is the part like where they're different from me.
Yeah,
I don't like that aspect.
Like they're white, but they're like different. And I don't. If you're gonna be white, at least be like the normal one.
You can only be normal white.
Yeah.
I'm tired of these non-normal whites.
Speak in our American accent. Drink the way we do. Don't drink your way. And
what do they?
They do.
How do they drink?
The shoeies. Have you ever seen that?
Okay, I feel like people in the U.S. also would just do shoeies.
I would never do a shoey.
Just go to a college.
Because I'm not scum.
You know, that's fair.
I've been to college
gross.
campuses.
Have you asked one person to do a shoey?
I would never.
Yeah,
I've never seen anyone do a shoey either. So
they would do it if you asked.
See, the thing is, I would never ask. Because I'm not a heathen.
If somebody did, they would. That's what I'm saying.
I'm not a fucking heathen.
But I feel like you were just describing like the weirdest sort of like white supremacist I've ever heard. He's like, yeah, even the white people are not white enough for me.
Yeah, there's a certain caliber. I don't mind of the other races. They're fine.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're going to be white,
yeah,
at least be the good one.
Whites are the best, so you must be the best white person.
Yeah, American.
Right. American.
I'm just fucking patriotic today. I don't know what it is. It's not even July 4th. It's February.
We're getting close, though. It's coming up.
Yeah, what is it, the 27th or something? Yeah, we're 2 days away. Tomorrow will be
2
1
days
day
away from July 4th.
Yeah. Every day is July 4th for me because I'm just fucking riled up for America.
Yeah, riled up, baby, riled up. Speaking of which, you told me you watched the new special by what's her name?
Roseanne Barr.
Roseanne Barr. Yeah.
Good old fat Roseanne.
Fat Roseanne. That's the one. Uh-huh.
No, she lost a bunch of weight actually. She I think I was gonna go dark with it. She tried to kill herself and she just lost a random amount of weight.
Oh yeah. That's crazy, man.
No, it was a sad special. Like not sad and like I feel sad because of the topics you're talking about. It was sad because I feel bad that she's not funny.
Yeah. You felt bad for her and the audience for all being there at the same time.
Yeah.
Probably.
And like we were watching, me and a bunch of comics were watching it, and we were just like, we can't even make fun of it because this is just too bad and too sad to be like.
Too bad, too sad.
She was at the top at one point. Mm-hmm. Where she had her own TV show. She was like really a good comedian in the 80s. Mm-hmm. And then she just called one lady a monkey. And it went all downhill from there.
You call one lady a monkey and look at what happens. Huh?
She was on that for like 20 minutes during the special.
Was she?
Yeah, because she was like, I just took a bunch of Ambien. And then I tweeted out that this news reporter looked like a monkey. I thought the bitch was white.
That had to be the one funny sentence that she produced.
Well, she did that when she was in a bunch of trouble and she had to go around like apologizing. Yeah, she said that in all of her apologies. She was like, I thought she was white.
Guys, I was on so much Ambien, I could not see color, literally.
That's the, if you're racist, take Ambien and you just, like everyone's white.
That's your cop-out. I can't see shit right now.
Turns everything sepia toned.
The funny thing is, I think it was because of her special. She was on, like Gutfeld, which is the Fox like talk show.
Well, her special was on Fox Nation, like the online streaming service for them.
Yeah. So my dad had that on at one point. It was like the one where she was on.
Yeah.
And usually, like I will like appreciate some jokes that like Gutfeld will crack, or like they got another comedian who's on there. I don't know his name, but I think he's like pretty funny. But Roseanne was just
dead.
I just didn't want her there. I just didn't want her there, man.
The one part of the special, she said everything. They call me a conspiracy theorist, but everything I've said comes true. So I said, so she was a monkey.
So you were right.
She took off her mask and it was an actual monkey under there. It's like Scooby-Doo.
My cover's blown.
She had one good part. It could have been good. I should say it wasn't good, but it could have been good.
It had the potential.
It had,
at least.
It had so much. It had a little bit of potential. It didn't have so much.
Okay, yeah.
Where she wrote a suicide note for everyone in her family, saying it was their fault, and it would be funny. Like, it's a funny concept to do that. Executed horribly. It wasn't funny, that part wasn't even sad. It was just not funny.
Which I don't understand how she missed both marks of, like, it could have just been incredibly sad, and it's like, wow, this is so real right now. Like, everybody, like, nobody wants to listen to this because it's so real. Or it's just, like, hilarious, like, fucking hilarious, right? Yeah. But neither, man.
She had a teleprompter too, by the way.
Come on, man.
So every now and then, she would be doing something, and you could tell she started just rambling on. And then she looked down at the teleprompter and just started reading a little bit, and then got on a different topic.
Yeah, that's wild. That, like, how old is she?
She's 70.
70.
Just stop.
I feel like you don't need the teleprompter.
She has millions.
70. Come on. Does she have millions?
She has millions. She had the Roseanne show for like so many fucking seasons, and then it got rebooted. She got millions then.
Yeah, it did get rebooted.
She was like the creator, writer, and main actor. And like
actress.
Sorry.
Give her some credit here.
Sorry.
Please. Come on.
The pronouns bit wasn't funny at all.
She did a pronouns bit?
Yeah, it was in the trailer for it.
Why am I not surprised?
It was like, what's up with all these pronouns nowadays? I got a pronoun for you. Get a job.
What?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
And the thing is, she rags on her 3 liberal daughters. She doesn't rag on her sons because they're conservative, but she has 3 liberal daughters, and she's like, I hate those bitches. But she used to be liberal until she got like fucking crazy.
Until she started doing a bunch of Ambien.
Yeah, she had the first liberal kiss on like any television show.
Okay, what do you mean liberal kiss?
Oh, sorry, lesbian.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
2 L words. I got confused for a second.
I got you. Yeah. So yeah, what's her problem, dude? What's her problem, huh?
I think she just got whacked out. There's 2 kinds of comedians when they get in trouble. They either lean into it, or they just continue doing what they do.
Yeah.
And she waited 5 years and leaned hard.
I think the 5-year gap might have been the issue.
Yeah.
Right, because if she just leaned right into it, then probably people are just like, I don't care about you.
Yeah.
But then she waited, and people are like, oh, she's back. She's back. And they're like,
oh my God.
She shouldn't be. She should have stayed gone. Honestly.
She was also super pissed because, she had the reboot Roseanne that came back on CBS. And then she said the stuff that she said. And then they killed her off the show. And she was just sad that they killed her off the show. And they killed her because she was a heroin addict.
Like,
they
in
made
the
her
show, they were like...
She was like, she died of heroin.
She OD'd. Yeah. What the fuck?
Roseanne was the first of many fentanyl ODs. Fentanyl got her first.
Damn. It feels bad because that's definitely a shot at her in some way, shape, or form. I don't know what she does.
Mauled by a monkey would have been funny.
That would have been good, man. Man, Roseanne's not coming back from the zoo.
Guys, your mom went to the zoo alone today, and she got too close to the cage, and the monkey just fucked her face off.
Fucked her face off?
Yeah.
No, man.
She got
That's gross.
That's
gross.
I actually wrote this one down. She at one point, I want to get the wording correct on this because it had it like piqued your interest where it could have been funny. Another one of those instances.
Okay.
Where like I was like, oh, this could be funny.
You're like, I like where this is going.
But
maybe we got something.
It went down. So she started off by saying, I remember when you got molested as a kid and it was your fault.
Jesus Christ.
Because it's funny because like they'd sit you down and be like, why are you hanging out with them? Like that kind of thing.
Yeah.
But she said it would have been funny if she went that way. But instead she said it was like, back in my day, things were good. Back in my day, you got molested and it was your fault.
What?
I don't understand it either.
But like the thing is, like, I don't get the point that she's trying to make. It's funny to be like, hey, like, yeah, it's the kid's fault. Just run away, or something like that. But it's like, yeah, it's a child. You're gonna get like overpowered, man.
Yes.
You're a weak child.
Yes. It was more like back in the 80s, you see it on movies and stuff too, where they're like, why were you hanging out with them? And they're like, it was your fault that you got molested. But she didn't even say it was like, that was weird.
Right, yeah.
She was like, that was cool, I liked that, we should bring that back.
We should bring that back, man. That was some good stuff.
Remember that? Yeah, I like that part. That was good. I like that part of the 80s.
Nowadays, we just like care about the kids who get molested and like try to like be there for them and help them. That's bullshit, man.
It was a funny
That's
premise
on
to bring
them,
up,
dude.
but then just bomb it horribly.
Yeah, because it feels like that's just her belief. She's like, back in my day, we just let them do it.
The funny thing is also Fox is like they try to say like we're the free speech people and that we allow anything, and she like told us about her contract she had with Fox Nation, and she was only allowed 3 F words, and she had to like bargain for that.
Really?
And she couldn't be homophobic or transphobic or anything. And if you're gonna be on one, if you're gonna choose CNN or Fox News or whatever, you got to lean into it a little bit. You got to be homophobic.
I feel like you have to. Like why is that in the contract, man? Come on.
If anything, it
get
would
a little homophobia and transphobia going. You're on Fox.
Your audience would have liked it more.
I think so. Yeah.
And she said she was gonna offend everyone, but she did not. She didn't offend anyone really.
Yeah. Even when she was like on the show, like she was talking about like I'm just really edgy and like
she's not.
Like I just say some really fucked up stuff.
She's edgy for a 70-year-old.
Do you say fucked up stuff?
She's a typical grandma that just like watched Fox News for 5 years and was like, I kind of like this, you know.
I could make some good points here.
Oh, speaking of Gutfeld though, I do want to be on Gutfeld. That's my one.
You do?
I just desperately want to be on Gutfeld.
What's
like a panel guest.
Desire?
Because I just want to go on and just lean into it and be like.
I mean, they would love it, man.
Yeah, I want to.
The audience, they get loud, they get rowdy.
I toe the line right now with my comedy, but I feel if I get on Gutfeld, I'm just gonna lean into the conservatism.
Yeah.
And just fucking go like, yeah, that bitch Nancy Pelosi. You know,
because I feel like usually like you just lean one way or the other. It's pretty 50-50.
Yeah.
You know, you just try to be somewhere in the middle. You know.
Yeah.
But I feel like that would be fun, just to say fuck it and go on there.
Especially because if like people are fans of you and then they see you on Gutfeld, they'll be like, "What the fuck is he doing right now?"
They're like, what?
He's ironically, ironically being very, very racist. This is the most racist we've ever seen him.
They kick you off the show because you're too much. Yeah.
I go on and say that shit about people not being white enough.
Yeah.
Gutfeld, you're not being real white right now.
I need you to be whiter.
You're being Australian white. I need you American white.
I do like his the one bit that I saw of his, or like his one like segment, was like the jokes that they didn't use throughout the week, and I honestly really liked that.
That is good. A good idea.
It's like some bullshit that I would come up with, but he says it and it's like on the TV and I'm like, that is fucking good. That is good. Why didn't he use that one, huh? It gives me hope as a shitty joke writer, you know.
That should be we should start doing that. I should just start doing that on stage, being like, you guys could have written you guys could have written this.
Yeah.
But I'm the one that said it. So that
I said it so it's funny.
Yeah.
Speaking of like comedians in general, I did see it was a trailer for the Machine movie.
Oh yeah, it looks pretty good.
Bert Kreischer, yeah.
A couple of the jokes were a little bit corny, but I expect that from a major blockbuster movie to like try to get everybody involved.
Yeah, I mean it's not just him, like writing, directing the whole thing.
Him and his wife wrote it, I'm pretty sure, but they obviously made changes with the writing stuff. But,
yeah, naturally. But I mean, it looks interesting, man.
Yeah.
Like,
it'd be interesting to see. It comes out Memorial Day weekend. We should go do a live pod from inside the theater. We just talk real loud.
Mm-hmm. That'd be nice. Yeah, just comment on everything that's happening.
And we
cameras
not even
on
video.
the screen.
No video.
No, cameras on the screen. Come on.
You have to listen to the podcast while you're also watching it yourself. We have like a little beep to sync it up. Whenever you see the PG-13 rating, that's when you got to start it up.
That's actually a good idea, man. I think people would really like that. Having the movie audio that you're trying to pay attention to, and then also two motherfuckers just speaking in your ear the entire time.
You get off topic, not even about the movie anymore.
Yeah.
We're just talking about Australians.
I've watched like me and my buddy Mason have watched like it's been Old and Time Traveler's Wife. Yeah. He said that they were real shitty.
Yeah.
But we have a blast like watching those movies together because we both watch movies the same way, and that's not shutting the fuck up the entire time. So I'm glad that like I like finding people like that, because otherwise I'm just talking and like other people are like,
shut the fuck up.
Let me watch the movie.
Yeah, some movies it's hard to do with, because sometimes you want to, like, if it's a good movie, you don't want to talk.
Yeah, if it's like an actual movie that I'm interested in and like maybe some deep plot, like emotional scenes, I'm gonna shut up. Yeah.
If you wanna, we have a spin-off from Shower Party. You and Mason are just watching bad movies and doing commentary over it the entire time.
I mean, yeah, that might have to be next up.
It's a 3-hour podcast because the movie's 3 hours long.
I feel like we would just take the best clips at that point, and it'd be like a little like highlight reel.
I legitimately want you to sync up the movies, saying like start playing it now, and you can listen to the podcast while you're watching the movie.
All right, so we'll do that, and then we'll do some highlights.
Yeah, you'll clip it out.
Okay.
Like we do Shower Party. You get 1 clip a week.
No, we get 4 clips a week, actually.
It's not on my channel, so you have to build it in your own.
Yeah, it's going to be a majority just... It's not even us making commentary. It's just the sections where we stop talking and we're just playing the movie.
You just play the movie?
Yeah.
You could have a green screen. Even then, they would be copywritten. I was going to say green screen behind you with playing the movie.
Oh, yeah.
But
that would be funny.
So you guys can start like pretending you're in the movie.
We just walk into like one of the emotional frames, you know?
You're in the airplane with fucking Tom Cruise. Speaking of airplanes, the shitty... When I go on TikTok, so every now and then I get the shitty movies split up into 20 parts. Mm-hmm. So you like see like the Truman Show over the course of 4 days in 20 parts.
Yeah. And sometimes I stop and watch them.
Yeah, me too.
Like I don't have a rhyme or reason.
Yeah.
It's just kind of like it pops up and I'm like, well,
why not?
This is a good part, I guess.
But Sully, the movie Sully came out about the airline pilot that landed he went up, he got hit by birds. Birds attacked.
Okay.
And then
the birds can be nasty.
They're nasty to planes. I did not know. I thought they'd be friends because they both flew.
You would think, man. You would think they would have that in common, but maybe it's a...
You'd be like, that's a big one of us. It's faster than us, and that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's kind of it's similar to like a race thing for birds.
Yeah, it's kind of like when we see an NBA player. We're like, God, that guy's tall and faster and cooler.
He's just built so much better than me. Yeah. You know?
It'd be like an admiration. That's their sports team is the airplanes.
Yeah, you would think, but... They're just mean to the core. They're evil.
They just fucking go in those engine blocks and kill themselves to kill those goddamn planes.
Kamikaze birds, yeah. That'd be a good movie.
Kamikaze birds?
Yeah, kamikaze birds.
Just it's an unsuspecting day, like a day like 9/11. Mm-hmm. And
okay. Right.
Unsuspecting. Airplanes are going as normal. Mm-hmm. They go up and they're just birds. Every single flight is just demolished by these terrorist birds.
I was thinking... more along the lines of like a shitty like spoof movie like a Sharknado, where all the birds just like have a bomb attached to them and they just dive down at people and blow them up. No,
these in my movie, the birds have been radicalized.
Okay, yeah.
They were on the internet for a little bit too long.
I feel like they're going to be radical in either movie, but no, they pop off, yeah.
They like went to ISIS classes, is my...
Okay, all right.
They went to ISIS college.
What the fuck is an ISIS class, you know? Can you give me a rundown of like...
So day one,
of their curriculum, maybe?
They give you a butter knife. You have to behead someone.
Okay, well, yeah.
It's a mannequin, obviously. You don't know how to do it perfectly yet.
I don't want to hear the rest of this, honestly.
Learning how to put a bomb on your chest. You don't make the bomb, but you put it on.
Well, I mean, yeah. You got baby steps, I guess.
You don't want to teach a person that isn't going to be alive after they blow the bomb up to know how to make the bombs, because then it's just a waste of a person.
That's true. If they know how to make the bombs, then they should be making the bombs and
for
not
everybody.
Blowing themselves up.
Yeah.
I think we're learning a little something today.
I think we could start up our own little organization.
We would have the ability to. No, we wouldn't though. We wouldn't.
No,
we're not
for
going
sure.
to.
Yeah, I love America.
I do too. I love America.
We get those fucking Australians though.
I'll tell you something about the Australians, buddy. I fucking hate them already.
We can bomb those guys.
Oh, no, we wouldn't do that.
What's the one thing you can't say? I'm gonna kill the president.
God damn it. Are you going to cut that part out? Or
no, I'm going to keep it. I said, what is the one thing I can't say? And then I said it.
Yeah, so, I mean, you can't say that I'm going to kill the president.
Yeah.
Like, you're not allowed to say that.
Correct. And I said it by asking the question, am I not allowed to say that?
Right, so I'm posing it as a question, like, is this the thing that I can't say? I'm going to kill the president?
That's okay.
That's okay. That's perfectly fine.
I was just having fun.
But if you just go out and you're, like, outright just like, hey, this is my plan, I'm going to kill the president, that's not okay. You can't do that. You know?
Correct, yes. You can't publicize it in a newspaper.
Correct.
That's what you can't do.
but online on a podcast,
It's
we're
fine.
reviewing the legality of like, can I not? That's fine. That's
When
good.
you're just boys having fun, talking about Australians not being the right kind of white.
Just boys
It's
being
fun.
dudes, man. It's all in good fun. Everybody's having a laugh, okay? Especially the Australians.
That has to be the most like off the cuff wild thing that I've said is that Australians aren't white enough.
It is. It really is.
That was
man.
fun. I like that.
Somehow it's so much worse than any of the
any other races.
pedophilia or like any of the other bullshit you've spouted out of nowhere. What were you? You were talking about
Sully.
Yeah,
Sully.
I sidetracked you big time.
So I saw it on TikTok in the movie parts, and I was thinking that man just did his job. He landed the plane on the Hudson River.
Now I don't remember like the full story, but he just got hit by birds. Shit
Engines
was going
went out.
down.
The plane was going down.
So he landed the plane.
Yeah, he couldn't go back to the airport. He didn't have enough oomph
Because his airplane was fucking destroyed
by birds. Yes.
Yeah.
So when he went back to land, the only place he could get to was the Hudson River.
Mm-hmm.
So he landed on that, and that should be expected.
Honestly, yeah, he's the pilot, right?
It's a plane. Water pretty much is land. Just it's gonna splash a little bit when you go on it.
Water's basically land. It's just not solid, you know.
Yeah.
But it's land.
It should be
dude.
expected that he could safely land it in a river, but people act like he's some big hotshot because he did his job. Do people at your job say like, "Oh my God, you're such a hero for accommodating me and staying in your rooms in this hotel"?
Well, I'm gonna tell you what. No,
Yeah.
they don't say that. But
If someone shit their bed and you cleaned it up, would they say you're a hero? No, you just did your job.
No, they wouldn't. But here's the thing. I have had times where like maybe somebody comes in and it's like an older couple and they don't realize that they've got a room that has stairs on the inside, right? So as we get there, they're like, oh, shit, like it is not going to be safe for me to go up these stairs, right? So if that happens and I move them to a new suite, they're like, oh my God, you're a hero.
Do
like,
they say,
like you say,
they've said you're a hero?
I've gotten you're a hero many a time. No, never before. But they're like so much more thankful because I solved an easy, like it's such an easy issue to solve. Like that's my job. Like they're not going to walk up the fucking stairs, right? But they're like, wow, like you went above and beyond. Like, no, bitch, I just did my job.
You did your job.
That's what was expected.
I think hero should be only for people that unexpectedly did something to save someone. So like if you're at a restaurant and it's getting shot up and you fucking take down that gunman, you're a hero.
That's so true.
But if you're a police officer and you take down that gunman, you're doing your job.
That's expected. Right.
If you didn't do it, you'd be a piece of shit.
That's par for the course, honestly, is just doing it.
Yeah. That's your job. You signed up to do this.
I did want to ask, is it just me or like back in like high school, you know, everybody talked about school shootings and like, did you ever have the thought, you're like, man, you're like, I kind of wish it would happen. Like,
oh yeah,
like put me in there. I'm gonna,
for sure.
I'm tackling them, right?
I've wanted it to happen so bad just so I could be the hero.
That's what I'm saying. I feel like this is like, it's got to be like a universal like boy thought. It's just like, bring in a fucking absolute tragedy right now.
Yeah.
Like I will die right now just to be a hero. Like I don't even care.
And I had two outcomes for mine.
Yeah.
I had option one where I took him down and I killed him and I was the hero and I got loads of pussy.
Right. Which is that's the one you lean towards naturally.
No, honestly, I leaned to the other one, which was I get shot and I die and I'm the hero in death.
Post-mortem herohood. That's what was more appealing.
Because if you're alive afterward, they're gonna be like, you're in the snooze cycle for a day, but if you're dead, you're in there for a good couple months.
I mean that's true, but somehow
you get a memorial.
it's blowing my mind that like young Liam was like somehow like you think a young boy like number one top of his list is like get pussy, right? Like that's top of your list, but no, you're like die. Just stop living, but everybody loves me.
Immortalize me forever. Make me a memorial. Give me a fucking plaque at the school.
That would be sick.
Yeah.
And people would be like, man, what's that plaque for? It's like, dude, you didn't hear about Liam? He was such a hero that day,
exactly.
you know?
It's for generations.
Like the next grade comes up and they're like, man, wasn't that kid? Like, didn't he like save everybody? And you're like, yeah, he did.
You get a full image in the yearbook.
Mm-hmm.
You know how every class has a kid that dies and they get a full spread in the yearbook?
Most of them do.
I want that.
Honestly, yeah.
I want people to be looking back in their high school yearbook when they're like 50 years old and they're like, oh fuck, there's that kid that died.
They're like, man, like they tear up a little bit.
Yeah.
They're like, I can't believe he did that. He sacrificed himself on that day.
You know, what's the point of these 19, 20-year-olds killing themselves? They should have done it earlier. If you want to be in the yearbook,
you are
immortalized.
You didn't get in the yearbook, you fucking idiot.
You waited 2 years too long. If you would have done it sooner, you would have been... it wouldn't be a hero at that point. But
the benefits are so much greater.
Yes.
At that point. Even if you're not a hero, everybody's going to be like, man, I can't believe we lost him.
Yeah.
Right.
People are fake friends with you after the fact. They're like, that guy was my best friend.
That's true.
And he had no friends.
Everybody at that point is just like, we were the absolute closest.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think I was close with anybody in this school.
Except for him. That's the kind of, those are my two fantasies. Killing myself in high school.
Yeah.
Or being killed in high school.
Okay.
Because even now...
Some good options there, man.
If you're at McDonald's and some guy attacks and you're the hero and you die there, who wants to be immortalized at a McDonald's? Dude, no one looks at the plaques at McDonald's.
There's no yearbook at McDonald's,
exactly.
Dude. There's no yearbook there.
Correct. You're 100% right.
And I guarantee you, within a month, that entire staff is going to be like rotated, swapped out.
Yeah, they quit. They
and
got fired.
People are like, what the fuck is this plaque here for?
Yeah.
I couldn't tell you.
Liam Salvage. Who the hell is that?
Who's Liam?
Yeah.
Who the fuck is
They
Liam?
mispronounced my name. That's the icing on the cake.
Yeah.
Who's Liam Savage?
Dude, the Savage always gets me.
Everybody.
Liam Savage?
I even get introduced on stage sometime as Savage.
It's not. There's an L. Just
yeah. It's the one thing that stands up except for the capital S.
Use your eyes, man. God,
there was one time a lady, she was drinking. She was the host, and she brought me up, and she said my name was Liam Savage. And I said, this is why they don't let alcoholics host. I got her good.
Did she like that?
Yeah. Well, I think she might take it as nagging.
Oh, okay. So she really did like it.
No.
It's like, wow, he's got some wit on him.
I had to be careful what I say now, because I don't know if comedians actually watch this or not.
Yeah, but
just who do you want to shit talk? You know some of
them. Honestly, I only really know Duke and Michael.
No, but you've seen on stage.
I mean, I've seen the other people, but I couldn't tell you their names.
Richard M. Teskey, you know him?
I know him.
He doesn't watch this. He doesn't have internet. He's
a legend, man.
His internet is restricted based off of all the child pornography.
Yeah, that checks out. That sounds about right. So I stopped and I got some coffee on my way here, right?
You got some little iced coffee. It was very very nice of you to offer, but I'm saving my caffeine intake for later today.
That's fair. Yeah. I'm a little sleepy today. Yeah. A little down. Might be the rain.
I took a car nap, personally.
Dude, honestly, I love a car nap.
You should have done that instead.
Sometimes they hit hard. I just don't like sometimes if it's a warmer day, I gotta make sure the windows are cracked a little bit more.
Today it was cold, so I'd have the heat on every now and then. I'd wake up, turn on the car, and then turn it off a little bit.
But that's honestly so much better than like being too warm and you're like, man, I gotta like fucking open my door.
I don't do that. I just turn the air conditioning on for a little bit.
Well, the thing is, my AC's broken.
Oh fuck, I forgot.
Still. So I just have to rely on good old Mother Nature.
Once we get the podcast money, we'll get you a car.
Thanks. Thanks, Pops.
Once these checks start coming in, you're going to be in Lincolns.
Yeah, they're not coming in, are they? No. But yeah, so grab some coffee on my way, right? Mm-hmm. And it came out to like $4 after tax, which I mean that's what you expect, right?
It's not bad.
I had a fucking
you had a fancy drink
in my car, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got an iced vanilla latte.
Yeah, it's $5. If it was black, it would have been $2.
I'm a little spoiled little girl today. You know, I gotta treat myself.
A fancy girl. You're going on a Target run later on.
I might just watch me spend $280 at Target on clothes right now
instead of a new air conditioner.
Yeah.
And pillows. Don't forget pillows.
Dude, honestly, I can't tell you how many times, like, just talking to, like, I'm gonna be sexist for a second, but girls all the time are like, hey, oh my gosh, I went to Target the other day and I spent this many hundreds of dollars. And I'm like, what the fuck did you buy? They're like clothes, makeup, food, like literally anything and everything they could get their hands on there.
I think the only way I could spend that much money at Target is if I bought like a laptop.
Right.
If I'm buying just generic bullshit, I could never get to $280.
Like, I'll go and I'll look through some clothes, maybe buy a shirt.
I go to Goodwill and get my clothes.
That's so fair.
You see this flannel? This is from Goodwill.
Dude, Goodwill's got some good options sometimes.
Especially for flannels. I like them being used.
Yeah, a little used?
Yeah.
I feel like they're comfier that way, honestly.
They're not
give them
stiff.
a good wash,
Yeah.
but they're comfier. So whatever. Yeah, fuck Target. Fuck.
Yeah, you got coffee.
Fuck Target girls because they spend too much money there. You've got better
My
things to
hard-earned
pay
money.
for. It's not even my money, but it still.
It will be
pisses me
eventually.
off. Yeah, so got coffee. It was like $4, right?
Yeah.
And as I'm sitting there out in the rain, I was like, you know what? I'm having a bad day. Maybe I'll push some goodwill onto somebody else. It's something small, right? So I just had like $2 sitting in my little like arm thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Got my little like, what is that, console? Center console?
Center console.
Yeah, so I was like, I got two baller bills in there, $2 bills. I was like, you know what? Hey, here, this is for you. I don't know where the tip jar is. It's raining outside. I don't want to get the money wet, right?
Mm-hmm.
And she looks at me and she's like, wow, that means so much. But like without a smile or anything. And honestly, that pissed me off, man.
That would piss me off too.
It's a 50%.
You don't
right
have to
there.
tip.
That's 50%, buddy.
You didn't have to do it. You didn't have to do it at all. You could have given her nothing. You should have given her just a thank you.
I know. I really should have. She should have just said, hey, thank you.
Yeah.
That's all I needed.
No.
I didn't expect shit from her. Right?
You should have said thank you and not given her a tip. Never tip that place again.
I mean, yeah.
They don't deserve it.
I'm not going to, especially after that.
If I've never worked like a restaurant or anything,
Mm-hmm.
but I have the expectation if I go to a place that you don't have to tip, like a coffee shop, there's no option for tips usually.
Yeah.
And I tip, it should be like, oh my god, thank you, and that's all I want.
Yeah, you're a little taken aback, and you're like, wow.
Yeah, thank
Hey,
you. You
I
didn't
appreciate
have to do that.
Yeah. Not, wow, that means so much. Fucking bitch, dude. I know it's just $2.
Yeah,
But it's just the fact that
you
your
took the time.
attitude completely unnecessary.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ungrateful
I did not need that.
pieces of scum.
I was trying to improve my slightly sad, little moody day.
Yeah.
The rain wasn't gonna help me out at all. So I was like, you know what? I'm taking matters into my own hands.
Yeah.
And she shit all over my day. Said, fuck you. Get out of
You know
my
what?
establishment.
Actually, I've been tipped before. After I've done a show, a guy was like, hey, are you selling merch? And I said, no.
Oh, really?
I don't do that.
Uh-huh.
And then I was like, I'm just the opener. Why would I do that? And he was like, well, I want to give you $20 then. So he tipped me. I was like, oh my God, so thank you so much. You didn't have to do that. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
I show gratitude because I'm in a non-tipped job.
And it was also $20.
$20 is a lot.
Yeah. So if he was like, hey, can I give you like a couple of bucks?
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like I'd still be
even
like,
then.
hey,
Yeah,
thank
you
you
didn't
so
have to do
much.
anything. You
Yeah,
bought a ticket already.
So honestly, yeah, I just proved my point. Yeah, it was a nice gesture. Fuck that lady.
Yeah, you get tips
She
all the
deserves
time.
nothing.
At your job?
Yeah, but tips are like kind of expected. So
But you still say, oh my God, thank you.
yeah, I mean every time.
Yeah.
Well, we're supposed to be like, oh no, I can't accept that. We're supposed to refuse once and then take it on the second time. No, the first time I'm like, thank you. Like I really appreciate it.
They're already offering it. They're not going to miss it.
Right.
And you're at like an upscale hotel anyway.
It's just awkward to make them offer again.
Yeah.
Like, I want the money. Like, I'm just yanking you when I say no.
The son of a bitch is like, oh, okay. Just,
Dude, I've had it happen before.
Yeah.
That's why I stopped.
I
I
wouldn't
was
do
like,
that.
no, you don't have to do that. And he's like, oh, really? He's like, I thought I had to, actually.
Now that I know I don't have to, I don't want to do this anymore.
And that fucks you for the rest of the night because he could tip like a little
More,
bit more
yeah.
here,
It is a piece of shit move for the hotel to do that to you.
Yeah, and it also, they do the thing where, like, on the menus or stuff like that, it says that, like, 20% gratuity is included with, like, tax or whatever. And it's like, gratuity, but it, like, goes to just pay wages.
No.
So it's not actually, like, gratuity.
Not,
so people are like, hey.
That's a scummy move, too.
It's like, hey, is gratuity included? And I'm like, technically, yes. Yes, it is.
But no.
But it doesn't go to me.
Yeah.
So it's gratuity for the hotel.
You're just tattling on him. That's fun.
Hey, if he's going to give me $5, I'm going to rat out my business.
100%.
Immediately.
Oh, time flies when you're having fun. We're already 30 minutes in.
It really does, man. It really does.
It's not felt like 30 minutes.
Have you been having a good day today?
I took a car nap, so that made it better.
I mean, yeah, the car nap really takes all the pain away.
We're usually doing this like at the end of the night where I have time to like think about my day and if it was good or not. I haven't had that thought yet. I'm too stupid to know if it's good or bad right off the bat. I have to think about, was that a good day? Let me think about it.
Yeah, so like what time does that usually hit you?
About 9 p.m.
Okay, about 9.
And I don't go to bed till about 2, so there's still plenty of time for it to go awry.
Okay, wow. So does it just kind of like smacks you out of nowhere? You're like, hey,
yeah,
did I have a good day?
Yeah, it was okay.
Let me just analyze it. How often do you say no? It wasn't.
I'd say it's like 75-25. 75 okay days, 25% bad days. You know.
Is how many days do you have where you're like, wow, that was a really good day?
Zero.
Okay, yeah.
That's why there wasn't a percentage.
Yeah, it's either content or bad.
Yeah,
yeah.
It's like that wasn't bad, or bad.
Yeah, very bad. So this past weekend, I went to the Outpost in Kent for the first time, which is not
Drake
the greatest place.
Drake Bell performs there.
A great guy.
Known pedophile.
As far as I know. As far as I know, he does a lot of good things.
He does a lot of things with kids.
I did hear somebody that I know went to like see him one time.
Yeah.
And
did they get touched?
Well, no, they didn't get touched.
No.
I think they're a little bit old for his tastes.
Oh, okay.
But I did kind of feel bad. I think this was before I knew he was a pedophile.
Mm-hmm.
But I did kind of feel bad because everybody was just screaming about like, "Hey, play the Drake and Josh theme. Play the Drake and Josh theme." And that's like all he got.
Well, he's not big in America, but he's big in like South America.
Really?
He speaks Spanish, and he goes by a different name down there, and they love him.
I'm not even
Drake
gonna try.
pedophile.
Pedophile. So yeah, the Outpost, home of the pedophile Drake Bell.
That should be on their billboard. Outpost.
Yeah.
Home of Drake Bell. In parentheses, the known pedophile.
Yeah, the known pedophile, if you were confused. So yeah, went there for emo night, which I was a little surprised at the amount of it felt like all the girls who went there were like very like leaning goth, and they were going like intense on like heavy ass makeup, like black, like fucking chains and whatever. And then like all the guys that I saw there were just like regular ass dudes.
Just like dressed like me.
Yeah, I saw like 5 guys that were just like wearing a flannel.
Yeah, that's
like the other half of them were just wearing a black shirt like me. You know,
that's pretty much the disparity between like emo men and women.
I know.
Is that men just were like, yeah, I'm just comfortable, and then women are like, my pussy is rough in here, it's sweating.
With all the shit I have on, my pussy is sweating currently.
It's just dripping.
Ew. I don't like that.
Not even in a good way, just sweating. Just dripping with sweat.
Yeah. But yeah, for whatever reason, like, yeah, all the guys are just like, they heavily internalized it. And they're like, I'm very sad, but I'm just not going to show you.
Yeah, why do I want to get attention from it?
Yeah.
See, that's the difference between emo men and emo women.
Yeah, that's the problem with bitches. Tell them. Like,
they just want the attention from it. That's why they're the ones that cut their wrists. The real ones cut their legs and such.
God.
You know what I'm saying? They don't dress like a whore. They dress comfortable. You want to suffer in silence and kill yourself in high school, so you get a yearbook photo.
Okay, well, you just wanted the attention, actually, post-mortem, but you still wanted it.
It's just like an added benefit.
Okay, all right. Yeah, the point I'm trying to make is what is yeah, so there were a couple of people, they were doing like karaoke, so some people did some like screamo songs. We did have like a pit open up, all right? But with the amount of women that were there, I was like honestly uneasy with going into the pit, because I've only been in like one before when we went to like Sad Summerfest, and we were sweaty as fuck, just slipping off of each other.
Oh yeah, that was rough.
That was a good time. But yeah, I didn't just want to like fucking knock down a girl and then just feel bad about it for the rest of the night. Like, because I'm not gonna go in there and like be gentle and just kind of like be like, oh, woo. Like, no, fuck that. Like, I'm shoving people around.
Yeah, it is.
I'm throwing a punch, maybe a kick.
I'm a tall guy. Like, I'm 6'4", and I go to concerts where it's some of them are predominantly women, and there's a pit.
Yeah.
And I'm like they'll all come up to my chest, and I try to go in there. I'm just like, I feel bad.
They're so small, dude.
They're
it's like
and dainty and frail.
Like, I
and
feel
they
like
bruise
it's just...
easily. They're like apples.
They bruise easily. I was gonna make like a comparison, like for you being so tall, I feel like it's just walking in, it's a bunch of munchkins, and it's like not even a fight. Like, you're not having fun knocking them down, but like
I just step on them.
You're in there.
Yeah.
You're in there. You know, knocking them around.
I went to one concert that was all 14-year-old girls, and I had to reevaluate what kind of music I listened to after that.
All right. Yeah, you dogged me for listening to elevator music, but
yeah,
you went and it was 14-year-old girls.
They were all there with their parents, and I was like, "What the fuck am I listening to?"
Who was it?
Beach Bunny.
Oh,
You like them too.
yeah.
But I didn't know it was 14-year-old girl music.
Okay, Liam. Yeah,
I didn't.
I might think that they're okay, but I don't actively listen. So,
But you like them. They're good.
dude, I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan.
I have 2 shirts of theirs. I go out with it on my chest saying, "Hey, I like 14-year-old girl music." I've worn it on this podcast.
Yeah, because you really just like the band.
Yeah. I don't like all those weird people that hang around during the shows. But that's fun though. You should next time there's emo night, you should go and dress like one of the whore women.
I mean, I could, but honestly, like, I don't think I want to.
They would embrace you.
I know, like at no point would anybody be like, "What the fuck are you wearing?"
Yeah, they'd be fully
that would be fucked up if a guy came and they're like, "Dude, you gotta stop with that. You gotta chill out.
We know you're faking.
you're so fake." Yeah, I don't have the desire to, you know?
Yeah.
Because it's like, maybe for some other people, like, they can put that on and be like, "Yeah, this is badass. Like, I'm letting out some of my like
demons.
inner sadness, my demons or whatever."
Yeah, mine's not anger though. I'm not like angry at people.
Yeah, my demons just like come inside me, and it's like they just sit
They
there.
come inside you.
Yeah, they just come inside me.
They just fill me up.
Yeah, they just like fill me up on the inside, and then it's like I don't let any of it like drip out. You know,
You giggle to keep it in.
like the demons aren't leaving.
Yeah,
Like
they're stored right inside my butthole.
they're just inside. Yeah. Well, it's the easiest way to get in, so I don't blame them there.
Wait, what was I gonna say? What were we talking about?
Demons coming inside you.
Oh, there's
Mostly.
two for the emo people.
Mm-hmm.
There's the 2 times that I felt the gayest I've ever felt.
Okay.
Number 1, holding an umbrella. That is
What?
that's the
What?
holding an umbrella.
I'll let you defend.
You feel gay holding an umbrella. I held one today because it was raining and I didn't want to get my hair wet for the podcast, but it looks like shit. That was the second gayest thing I've ever done. But the first holding an umbrella just feels like I should be a man and just be in the rain.
What?
Yes.
What is this fucked up masculinity that's been?
I feel weird holding an umbrella.
Brain,
I feel like I'm not a man by holding an umbrella.
Like I respect your feelings. Like you're allowed to feel that way, but also what?
Umbrella's the gayest thing.
Like, I mean, I don't use an umbrella. I just use a hood.
I don't have any hooded things.
But
I don't like hoodies per se.
I just have like a waterproof jacket with a hood.
I don't have a hood
like,
on my jackets.
Like a rain jacket maybe.
No, I don't have a rain jacket.
That would probably solve the problem.
I have a Timberland one.
Then you don't have to hold anything.
Most of my coats aren't waterproof, but that was the number 1 gayest thing that I've ever done. Number 2.
Okay, I'm gonna let that one slide. Yeah.
Painting my nails. I had a girl paint my nails black.
Yeah.
And I just kept one of them because I like alcoholed them off. And I was like, I'll just keep this one, see how it feels. And I did not I hid my pinky the entire time.
Yeah.
I would just like hide it underneath my hand.
You were very embarrassed.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I don't want to have my nails painted.
Yeah, I'm not a fan.
I just don't like that.
Myself. It feels weird. It feels like there's something on your fingers.
Oh.
It feels like there's shit on your finger. Like you wiped and you got some on your fingernail.
Because that happens to you all the time. Disgusting.
It does.
Disgusting.
No, mine doesn't get on my fingernail. Mine gets on the side of my palm.
Yeah, because your hands are so wide and large.
Yeah, I swear, there was a point in time, I was wiping my ass. Everything was jolly. I was having a good time.
It was great, yeah.
And I never got shit on my hand.
Mm-hmm.
Then one day, I feel like my hand grew. Like 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Which I was like 21.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like it just grew. And then I started getting shit on my hand.
It's crazy how the body works like that.
Your hand's not supposed to grow.
Hey, puberty's a crazy time.
Yeah.
We go through different things, Liam.
Look at my little baby fingers. These aren't supposed to grow anymore.
What do you mean baby fingers,
My baby
bro?
fingernails. You have better fingernails than me. Mine are like inset and they're like tiny little baby fingernails.
I was just talking about the actual finger.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just have small hands comparatively, you know.
Do you?
Yeah.
We're about the same size.
Honestly, no. Yours is like a little bit wider. Now this might be the gayest thing I've ever done.
Hold my hand, you son of a bitch.
See that this is what I find so weird. Like you felt very gay holding an umbrella.
Yeah.
But then you're gonna sit here and try to hold my hand.
Yeah.
We record a sketch in your bed
Yeah, I'm fine with
together.
all that.
And you're like,
see, I'm comfortable with my masculinity, except for umbrellas.
Yeah, so like I'm confused on why umbrellas.
Umbrellas just set me
the
off.
line for you.
You know what? I'm gonna start beating up men holding umbrellas. I'm just gonna get it out of me.
Yeah, you can't let other people not feel the same way.
Yeah. Like, what are you, gay? And just start beating the shit out of them if they're holding an umbrella. You trying to get your hair not wet? Is that what you're trying to do?
And I love the fact that it's like you don't even care. Like they could just be gay.
Yeah.
But that doesn't matter.
No.
They're holding an umbrella, and that's fucked up.
I don't care if they're gay or not, but they're holding an umbrella, and I don't like it. Women, it's fine. Women are allowed to hold umbrellas.
Yeah, women are. You're great. You're great on this one. So later tonight, I've got a work party that I'm going to, right? And because being a hotel, like we have to be open for like all the holidays and all that. Mm-hmm. So this is like they labeled it a holiday party, which is just like a party for us to just celebrate all of the holidays.
Just get drunk.
I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know. But yeah, we had to wait until it was like passed, obviously, so that like people could have the day off. But yeah, so I'm going there tonight. We're going to like do some bowling, maybe some karaoke, have some drinks, So I wanted your help here because I want to know like either the easiest or most effective way to either make an ass out of myself or just ruin the party for everybody else.
Yeah.
So let me know. I don't know if you have any stellar ideas over there.
Let me ponder on this a little bit.
Because I'm thinking,
is it predominantly women that work there?
I'd say probably hold a majority by
women. Yeah.
By I don't want to say small margin. Probably the majority. Yes.
Okay. It's gonna be raining probably when you go to this.
Yeah, probably gonna be raining. I won't be taking an umbrella.
Thank you. Do you think other men will be holding umbrellas?
If they are, I will make
beat
sure
the shit out.
I'm gonna beat the shit out of them for sure.
So it's at a.
Hold on, let me tell you my game plan.
Okay. You asked me. Okay. I thought you didn't have a plan. I thought we were gonna come up with a plan.
I have a plan. I have a game plan.
Okay.
But it's like it's not the best, right? So what I'm gonna do is you remember the shirt you got me for the wash your ass video, the polo that's like striped.
The
color?
Reggae type.
Yeah. So I'm gonna wear that because it's like
the blackest shirt you own.
No, it's goddamn.
It is.
No, because it's like a bowling type of shirt, right? That's the closest thing I have to like a bowling shirt. So I'm gonna wear that, and then I'm only gonna order White Russians, and I'm gonna have
you're
like,
gonna be like the dude.
6 of them, yeah. And then I'm just gonna. I don't know. Like from there, I feel like just being drunk is enough for me. Like I'm gonna do some bullshit, right?
I think the character might lower the because then there should be like, oh look how funny he's being that guy from that movie.
But I wouldn't even be making any references. The only thing is just.
But you're at least trying.
Yeah.
I think you just dress in your everyday outfit.
Okay.
Get blackout drunk, but also drive yourself there.
Okay.
And then see who will give you a ride home, and say like, can you also come back and drive my car? Like just make it an inconvenience for you to be at that party. Make it so you're like depending on everyone for the outcome.
Yeah.
Like, I might drive home drunk if you're not gonna fucking take me, you bitch.
Guys, if you won't, I will. I will.
I'm okay to drive.
I'm fine. Get your fucking hands off me.
Just start fighting them. They have your keys. Give me my fucking keys back.
Like I want to make sure that the staff that works there gets involved. They have to take care of me in some type of way. I feel like that's
threatening to drive drunk might be the best.
I feel like that's effective, but like next time I go into work, I feel like it won't be bad enough to the point where
you just don't acknowledge it. It will be bad.
They're gonna talk about
it.
It's gonna be bad.
If you then do drive home drunk.
Yeah.
They'll be like, "What the fuck did you do?" And you're like, "What?"
What are you talking about?
I don't know what you're talking about. And then
I didn't go to the party, guys.
Just deny everything.
That was the dude, actually.
That was my twin brother.
So I mean, honestly, that's a good call right there.
Yeah,
I don't think I have to go any more intense than that. Mm-hmm. Anything worse than that, is it necessary?
Or get two obviously married employees and be like, hey, actually, that guy was thinking about you. He wanted me to give you his number, and then do the same, like parent trap them, but they're both married, and see if they cheat on each other.
Okay, yeah.
They cheat on their significant others.
Or I could just flirt with the married employees.
Yeah, that too. But then you have to fuck one of them.
What do you mean have to?
Do you want to make a lasting impression at this place?
Your implication is the assumption that I would be able to in the first place.
Yeah, that's true. You're going to be so drunk that you can't.
Yeah. Even if I
did.
Bitch,
drive home with me and fuck me.
I drive. You suck my cock.
That's the funniest way. I drive. You suck my cock
their
the
car
entire
too.
time. Yeah. No, I'm driving my car. I just got my car detailed.
I'm just limp the entire time too.
You're what?
I'm limp the entire time too.
Body and penis. Like you're driving like all hunched over, but also your penis is never gonna get hard.
I've got the Stephen Hawking posture.
Yeah, just hands all curled up on the steering wheel.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Oh, all right. I'll give it a shot.
Give that one.
Next pod, I'll have to let you know how it goes.
So yeah, I got arrested.
I got arrested and fired. But
and a restraining order. That lady does not want me near her anymore.
actually, she's getting a divorce, and she's all mine.
Partially win.
She liked something.
Oh, but we went to speaking of the emo night and the concert, we went to a concert our friend was doing. He was in a little lineup of bands that were playing.
Like all a bunch of local
local people to Northeast Ohio. And one of the guys was just a local rapper.
Yeah.
He was just a overconfident white local rapper.
That's most white rappers.
Yeah.
Is overconfident.
And
local.
Yeah, but it's local to a place called Kent, Ohio.
Yeah.
Which isn't like, it's not a place that you've been through some shit to rap about.
Right.
So he had a song titled Wowzers.
Which I do want to say I missed this.
Yeah,
I missed this song.
It was right before you came.
And I saw, like, I was there for a little bit, like, the end part. But I missed almost everything he did.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He had a little hype man with him, too. It was his roommate.
That's so gas.
But the song was Wowzers, and part of it he would go, wow, 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 wowzers.
That's really good, man. That's really good.
Yeah.
The fact that he even had the audacity to say the word wowzers.
Yeah, I wish I knew his name.
Not once, but multiple times.
Do you think I can find him from just the Wowzers thing? I want to play
on
his song.
Spotify?
Yeah.
It's highly debatable that he's even posted anything.
Do you think his name is Red as Blood?
Probably not.
Yeah.
Probably not. Just by looking at the guy, I saw him.
Oh, wait. I might have found him.
What's his name?
No, this is definitely not him, right? No, for sure
Probably not. Probably not.
No. Damn,
I'm going to go out on a limb and say no. You could check SoundCloud. Because I feel like it's more likely. No, he had
it on Spotify.
Really?
Yeah. I wish we could find him. But it was done not good.
Maybe you just misspelled wowzers.
You also understand that all these like local guys use auto-tune when they put stuff online, and it just sounds like absolute dog shit when they don't have it.
Right. But they're like super into it. They're super hyped. They're like, man, I got a live gig. And so it's like they're just so pumped that they're like...
That they're anywhere.
They can't... They can't like even rap or sing like properly.
No.
Right? Because they're just too pumped.
He was trying to get the crowd hyped too, and there was like 20 people there.
Dude, like...
He was trying to be like, yeah!
If you're fucking Bon Jovi in the 80s... Yeah, you can go ahead and say... Let me hear some noise.
Yeah.
Get hype. You know, you can say some of that shit.
Not as a local guy.
But if you're not Bon Jovi in the 80s, shut the fuck up. Like, just do your song.
Yeah. You have to have a little bit of a following in order to be like, yeah, come on, guys, let's get turned up.
Even then, like, I still think it's just cringe to do.
It is, 100%.
No,
it'd be like if we went to somewhere to do a live podcast and we're like, yeah, make some fucking noise, guys. Are you ready for this exciting podcast?
I feel like a better comparison is just us doing a live podcast and expecting anybody to be there. You know?
That's fun. Hey, we got one person.
Just us like advertising it, and we're like, man, can't wait to see like 60 of you guys there. It's gonna be so cool.
Yeah. It's fun.
You want to do that?
Yeah, we're blowing up on TikTok. Every month we have one killer TikTok.
Yeah.
So
you've kept me in the loop. We're getting some. We're pumping out some good numbers.
Yeah,
on this last one.
The ladies like the last one. Viewed by 80% women. 120,000 views, and 80% of those were women.
Yeah.
So I think we have earned ourselves a spot in being sexist.
I think so, man.
I think it's okay.
After that one. I mean, I hope they don't watch the pod because
No.
they're going to be
They're sorely disappointed.
Yeah. But
There was ladies. There was even one that said that she didn't like it because it's not how IUDs work.
Mhm.
And then other ladies were like, "You dumb bitch, you don't get the
"You
joke."
stupid bitch, don't ever talk again.
Yeah.
They were like, this is the one time that I don't want women to have rights.
So they're defending us even. So we're in the clear. We can say
I
whatever
think-
we want about women.
I think, yeah, with everything we've said about women in this episode so far, I think it's fair to just say we're clear from all that.
Yeah, we're fine.
I'm not going to go past. We're not going to say any more heinous
We might.
things.
But we're covered.
Like next week we will.
We can
but
say 115,000 sexist things and be covered because that's how many people saw it.
I think we should go by likes, though.
Okay, we can.
That's more
we can
reasonable.
say.
So what? It's like
18,000? I think it was like around
Something like
18,000.
that,
We can say
yeah.
18,000 sexist things. That'll cover us for a good couple years.
Mhm. I think that's just math. That's just math right
It's
there.
good math. Yeah.
Yeah. I checked my abacus. That's the sound an abacus
Yeah.
makes.
I have
apparently.
a digital abacus. It's called a calculator.
I thought it was a digital abacus.
Yeah, it's called a calculator.
Why would they call it a calculator if it's a digital abacus?
So,
Fuck you, Liam.
East Palestine, the city in Ohio,
Mm-hmm.
they started transporting all of the waste, the chemical waste, which
Yeah.
is pretty funny because they're shipping it in trucks.
Yeah.
What's the one thing that crashes more than trains?
Trucks. And you would think they would understand that this is how the whole problem started.
Yeah,
This is why we have the issue in the first place, is carrying toxic chemicals.
in any capacity.
Just moving them,
Yeah,
you know?
move them in a way that you're probably not gonna crash. I would say that was be the
Like-
first idea
like
that I
an
would have.
airplane, you know?
Yeah,
Because at least when those, like, hit like a bump in the road, so to speak, which is a
Yeah.
bird in the sky, at least you can land the plane,
as they should.
which is required from any
See,
and all pilots.
Maybe that's. I don't blame the train conductor for derailment because I
Well,
feel
it's
like it was the
it's an
railroad.
infrastructure issue.
Yeah, I feel it was like
for
the
being
railroad
honest.
people.
Mm-hmm.
That was their fault. They
Yeah.
should have made it better.
Well, either made it better or
Oh,
maybe just allocate some of like the tax money to go towards infrastructure.
Yeah.
Maybe that's also another option. But you know,
well, there's also the issue that the most of the railroads were made by like 200 years ago by a bunch of Asian slaves.
yeah, and we haven't done anything about it
I don't know if that's true, but
since all those Asian slaves built it 200 years ago.
yeah.
We're not going
Yeah.
to fact check you on that.
I'm
just
gonna
gonna-
shut up. Let's get up. I'm gonna say something I
talk.
regret.
Do not talk, please. God, yeah, I gotta watch you, buddy.
Yeah,
I gotta
keep me on a
watch you, huh?
leash.
God,
Keep
I'd
me-
love to
I'm getting riled up.
put you in the cage.
I'm feeling like a hound dog right now.
Yeah, I'm glad we moved past that section of time where every time I was on, you'd just like talk about putting me in a cage when I was a dog for the.
Oh yeah,
For a
that was
little
a
bit.
good 2 episodes. I liked those.
It felt like forever.
Oh,
because
speaking
every
of which-
time you'd be like, "Yeah, I'll, like feed you my cow."
I still do that.
No, you
Umbrella,
don't, and you won't.
I would do that, and Umbrella would still be the gayest thing I've ever done.
True. The fuck.
No, but speaking of, what was I saying? Speaking of,
Speaking of feeding
yeah,
dogs,
old episodes. People are going back. Like I've seen multiple people watch the first episode, and I am horrified.
dude, let's take it down.
No, we have to keep it up. So there's like,
Dude,
The
we gotta
lineage.
take it down.
but I'm like, why would you start at number 1? You should start at the newer ones, and then work
then-
your way back after you're already enjoying it a little bit.
Yeah.
'Cause-
With a podcast, like starting at episode 1,
It's brutal.
it just doesn't make sense, man.
No.
Like this is not a TV show, you know?
They're not episodic. Once you become like you like the show,
Mm-hmm.
you get like 5 episodes, and it's like, hey, I really like this. I'm gonna go see where they started. Then you go back and watch episode 1,
Yeah,
maybe
yeah.
catch up. But
Maybe if you really want to, but still have the brains to be like, wow, this is a lot worse. I
Yeah.
might skip a few.
We,
Yeah.
I feel like we only got like funny on these the past. We're on episode 40 next week, so
Yeah.
I feel like the past 20 episodes have been the funny.
Yeah.
ones.
First half we did. We're
Yeah.
not great.
First 20 there was a couple gems in a couple episodes.
There were
But-
a couple of good ones.
Across the board, not too good.
Yeah, and on average, not great, man.
Yeah.
And you got to remember, like,
We were young back then.
Well, the thing is, like a TV show, you've got a whole fucking crew. You've got writers. You got everybody doing one single part. This is us, just like we're just sitting down,
shooting the shit. Sometimes we do sketches,
some stuff.
Yeah.
You got to realize we're not good.
We're only human.
We're only human, guys. Come on,
guys. Episode when we were so young back then. It was 40 weeks ago. Guys, we don't know what we said.
I could not remember a single thing I said that episode.
I don't.
But I probably said something fucked up.
Yeah.
So you got to forgive us for that, and forgive Liam for saying that Australians aren't white enough.
I stand by that. That was funny.
No, you were gonna take it back.
I'm not taking it back.
Okay.
I refuse.
As of maybe next week.
Maybe I'll think about it.
Yeah, maybe
if Australians
next week
start
you'll
watching,
change your mind.
If Australians start watching and they're like, that was fucked up of you, then I'll be like, I'm sorry, you can continue listening. I regret that.
If the Australians start giving us views,
yeah,
this is a bargain.
If they start doing something for me, then I'll apologize.
All right, man.
That's the episode.
That's the thing right there. We did it.
We did it. That was a fun one. I like that one. Had to get a lot of fun.
Hey, thanks for watching episode 39, guys. I can't wait to see you next week.
Yeah, tune in next week. Tell your friends.
Tell your friends about us.
If we get 200 views on this one with your friends watching it, we're gonna kill ourselves for the next one.
Yeah,
and we'll be immortalized forever.
No, we missed our chance, man.
No, we can do it.
We
now.
missed our chance.
If we get 200 people to watch,
there's no podcast yearbook, Liam. There's no podcast yearbook.